Hello, it's October the 6th, Vlogtober day 6. I'm laughing at myself because we're all about Halloween and Thanksgiving and I'm full right now, and here I am using my Snowman Let It Snow mug. Of course. I use it all year round. It's a good size for my tea, or in this case, my coffee. So I'm settled in with my very seasonal coloured bowl with my matching kabocha squash and red lentil stew from a couple of days ago. Saw it sitting there in the fridge and I thought, got to eat the leftovers, don't want to be tossing them all in the compost bucket. So what have I done today? I woke up really early. I didn't sleep well last night. I took a long time to get to sleep and I was a bit fitful all night, so I was awake as the dawn was happening. So I got a little bit of footage of the dawn and I decided to get up and make myself a pot of tea and take it back to bed. And I love doing that when the mornings are dark and it's not summer anymore and too hot to even be in bed. So I did that. And then I did some yoga. I do try and do yoga every day. Don't always do it. I've been letting it slip a bit lately. But since the beginning of last year, when the gym I was going to stopped doing their yoga classes on a regular basis, I started following Mady Morrison, and she's German. I did learn German in school, so I do know some German. But I've learned a lot more because I've been following her for almost 2 years now. And I really like her. She's got a lot of different videos out there, all sorts of lengths, from anything from 5 minutes to 60 minutes. She does some fitness ones as well. I did one of her boot camp ones a couple of weeks ago. I nearly killed myself and I was sore for days. So I do prefer the yoga. And I find that if I don't do the yoga every day, I really notice it. You know, I'm getting on now and things do seize up faster than they used to. And I definitely appreciate the feeling when I have had a good yoga session. It stretches everything out, makes you feel like you're not hobbling around like an old lady. And then I met my friend at the fabric shop. They had a good sale start today. They've always got some sort of sale on, but there was some stuff on sale which I was interested in, especially the thread. Now the thread never goes on sale this good. So I went there and we spent about an hour and a half picking out some fabric, and I got threads, I got some rivets because I have an idea for those, and some bias binding and waistband elastic. I have a lot of plaid flannelette downstairs that I got in that job lot from my friend whose neighbour died, and I benefited from that. So I have big chunks of plaid downstairs which would make great PJ pants. So in the hope that I will at some point get around to that, I've got the waistband elastic already, so I'm all set. And because it's so warm today, I mean, it's just beautiful. The sky is clear and the sun is really hot. And I'm absolutely cooking in this, but this is such a boring top. It needs something to dress it up a bit. But I am going to go and have a swim. It's going to be freezing, but I think it's going to feel really good. So I'm going to stick my swimsuit on. And I'm going to go down to one of the beaches where the lake is a little clearer than my nearest beach, and make sure I have my swim shoes with me because it's pebbly. And I am going to take the plunge. I'm usually pretty good at jumping in fast because you might as well get that painful part over and done with as fast as possible, right? There's no point me asking my husband if he wants me to wait till he gets home and come with me, because I know he won't want to. And so I'm going to do that this afternoon. And I'll take my little tripod with me. See if I can get a bit of film of that. Right, I'm going to eat my lunch now. You don't want to see me eating, so I'll sign off here for now. Well, the lake was, as expected, effing freezing. I got in quick and it literally took my breath away, and I was breathing heavily for the first few seconds. But it was so worth it. There's hardly anyone around at this time of the year. The sun is really hot and the sun on the lake is just beautiful. So I'm feeling really blessed today. And I'm aware that this could be the last time I go in the lake this year. So I'm really appreciating this time and feeling very peaceful inside. I caught the sunrise and the sunset today. That almost never happens. Just about see all the yellow leaves on my walnut tree now. We don't get walnuts off that tree anymore because the squirrels get to them first, but we don't mind. Something funny happened to me today. I was at the fabric store where I used to work. A new sale started. It looked tempting, so I went in and I met my friend there because she was also interested. And while I was there, a customer who thought I was just on a day off, she didn't realise I'd actually left a couple of months ago, she asked me if I wanted to have some pieces of fleece that she had already cut out to make this pattern. And she said that the pattern wasn't working out the way she wanted and she wasn't happy with her sewing, and so she wanted to just give me all the bits. So I said, yeah, sure. So I got a free pattern. And I got all these pieces. Haven't even looked through it yet properly. Looks like the pattern pieces are still attached to the fabric. It's a thin fleece, like a double-sided one. Brown on one side and off-white on the other. Oh, I see what she's done. She's traced the pattern pieces. So that means the original pattern is intact. That's awesome. So here's all the pieces. So I can either go ahead and finish making up the fleece vest that she was planning to make, or I can use this for something else. So that was cool. And of course, I happened to make a few purchases. Oh, look, I recognize this fabric. I basically wiped them out. I found a partial bolt left. They had only had one in. And I made sure to tell the manager to order some more because I think it's going to be popular. So there was a couple of meters left on it, and I just took what was left because I have another plan for the stuff. And I have some more goodies inside here. I found this Halloween fabric, which I think is awesome. I'm not usually a sucker for Halloween fabrics, but this one called to me. And so I thought, oh, maybe I could make mug rugs or something with that. So I'll need some coordinates. So I found this one. And this one isn't officially a coordinate for that one, but it goes well. They've both got similar bats on them. And I got a little bit of this one, which has all sorts of Halloween-y stuff on, and some solid black. So I think that's a good set of fabrics to make something fun with. Now let's just tip all the stuff out of here, because there's a bunch of things in here. So the thread is on sale for half price. So of course I picked up a few, not too many. I got some of these upholstery ones because I have some remnants of vinyl I'm going to want to sew up sometime. I have 1,000 meters of the cream poly because I only have a small amount left of that. I got a backup black 1,000 meters. And because there is no light grey in the 1,000 meters, I got a 500 meter in that. I bought waistband elastic because I have a lot of plaid flannelette that I got for free. Whoopsie. And I think maybe they might become pajamas. And 4 packages of bias binding, because if I'm making mug rugs out of those Halloween fabrics, I will definitely need bias binding. And finally, these rivets. Now I think what I may do is, if that crocheted bag works out well that I want to attach some of those crocheted flowers to, I thought I might attach a vinyl handle with rivets, because I saw something similar online and I would like to try that. I've never used rivets before, so I'm not going to invest in an expensive press or anything, but this will give me a good thing to start with. So these were all 55% off for the notions. The threads were 50 off. Some of the quilt cottons are 60 and some of them are 40%. So that wasn't too bad. I got out of there without breaking the bank. So now I'm going to sew up the bag that I cut the pieces for last night. And this is definitely a Halloween theme. I won't be able to film me sewing it because I need to refer to the tutorial and I need to use my phone for that. So I'll show it to you when it's finished. My final thing for today, it's getting late, but I am really pleased with this. It is a cell phone cozy. So it has the front pocket for your phone. It has a magnetic clasp. It has a wristlet which detaches and is attached with a lobster claw. And it has a zipper on the top. I used the skull pattern for the lining, and I just used solid black for the inside of the pocket and the back flap. So it's not perfect. This is slapdash, is never perfect, but I'm really pleased with it. And now that I've made one, I think it would be a good idea to make a few more for gifts, because it's the sort of thing that anyone could use. So I'm going to say goodnight and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed what I had to share today, and I look forward to your comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.